So, there I was, knee-deep in mortar, sweating through my old flannel, trying to fix the busted patio tiles at my place in Willow Creek, when Linda storms up like she's auditioning for Neighborhood Dictator. Her phone's out, snapping pictures like I'm some reality TV star caught in a scandal, and she's barking, "You can't do that, Tom. It's against the HOA." I'm on my knees, trowel in hand, thinking, "Lady, it's just tiles, not a federal crime." But Linda's got that look like she's been waiting her whole life to catch me slipping. Let me paint the picture. I'm Tom, just a guy trying to keep my house from falling apart, married to Sarah, who's got a job that keeps her out of the neighborhood drama. Linda, Thuff's the queen of the Willow Creek HOA, the kind of person who measures your grass with a ruler and leaves passive-aggressive notes about your mailbox being non-compliant. I'd been dodging her for years, but that day, with the sun beating down and my patience already thin, she decided to make it personal. "This is a violation, Tom," she says, her voice sharp enough to slice through the humidity. Section 4. Article 9 Unapproved Exterior Changes. I look up, wipe the sweat off my forehead, and point at the tiles, same beige, same pattern as the originals. "Linda, I'm replacing broken ones. Unless the HOA bans home maintenance now, I think we're fine." She doesn't budge, just crosses her arms, her manicured nails tapping her phone case like she's itching to call on the cavalry. Then she drops the bomb. "I need Sarah's approval. She's the homeowner, right?" "Oh, that's her game." Sarah's name's on the deed. Long story, tax stuff, and Linda's never liked it. She's got this thing about Sarah, who skips HOA meetings and doesn't bow to her clipboard tyranny. Linda's standing there, smug, like she's just played her trump card, demanding Sarah's ID to prove she lives here. I just stare, letting the silence stretch until her smirk twitches. "You want her ID?" I say, slow, like I'm making sure I heard right. "Yes," she snaps, to verify she's who she says she is. I give her a grin, small, sharp, the kind that says I know something she doesn't. "Linda, you might want to brace yourself for this one." I call Sarah, and she's out in a minute, still in her work blazer, hair pulled back, looking like she just walked out of a boardroom. Linda's clutching her clipboard like it's a shield, but Sarah doesn't blink. "You wanted my ID?" she says, calm as a summer lake. Linda nods, all confidence, until Sarah flips open her wallet. That gold federal seal hits the sunlight, and Linda's face goes ghost white. Sarah's ID isn't some driver's license, it's the kind that makes airport security stand straighter. Linda stammers, That can't be real. People don't just carry those." Sarah just tilts her head. "You asked for it, Linda. If you think it's fake, call the cops. They'll confirm it." I'm leaning against the patio railing, trying not to laugh, and I say, "Told you to brace yourself." Linda storms off, muttering about escalating this. And I know this isn't over, not by a long shot. Sure enough, a week later, we get a letter, all fancy HOA letterhead, summoning us to an emergency disciplinary hearing. Linda's gone full courtroom drama, accusing us of hostile conduct and unauthorized intimidation. Sarah reads it over coffee, smirking like she's seen worse from interns. "She's really going for the Oscar," she says. I nod. Next, she'll be handing out gavels and wigs. But I'm uneasy. Linda's got a knack for twisting things, and she's got loyalists in the neighborhood who eat up her gossip like it's Sunday brunch. The hearing's a circus. The HOA clubhouse is packed, neighbors, busybodies, even old Mrs. Carter with her knitting needles. Linda's at the head table, gavel in hand, looking like she's about to sentence us to exile. She launches into her speech. "On the day in question, I observed illegal construction at the Harper residence. When I demanded proof, Mrs. Harper brandished a fraudulent federal ID to intimidate me." The room murmurs, but I'm grinning because she's digging her own grave. Sarah stands, cool as ever, and says, "I showed you my ID because you demanded it, Linda. If you think it's fake, I can give you a number to call, but false claims about federal credentials? That's a bold move." The air shifts. Linda's floundering, and then the door opens. Officer Mike, our neighbor who's also a cop, walks in, casual but firm. "Mind if I see that ID?" he asks Sarah. She hands it over, no fuss. He studies it, nods, and hands it back. "It's real," he says, loud enough for everyone to hear. "Linda, you're lucky she's patient. Most feds wouldn't tolerate this." The room erupts, some laugh, some gasp, and Linda's gavel hits the table like a tantrum. She adjourns the meeting and storms out, her heels clicking like a countdown. But Linda doesn't quit. A few days later, we find a new letter-thick, legal-looking, accusing Sarah of impersonation and endangering community welfare. She sent copies to actual federal agencies, thinking she's got us cornered. Sarah just forwards it to her office, and they respond with a polite but amused email. Complaint received, baseless, logged, don't worry. Linda's not done, though. She takes it to Facebook, starting a group called Willow Creek Watchdogs. It's full of blurry photos of me fixing the patio, rants about shadowy feds in our midst, and comments from her small fan base saying we're too secretive or acting above everyone else. Sarah's unfazed, forwarding screenshots to her agency's legal team, along with a handwritten note Linda taped to our door. You'll regret this. It's unhinged, and I'm starting to wonder if she's losing it. Then the feds show up. Not dramatic, just two guys in suits, knocking on Linda's door. The neighborhood's buzzing curtains twitching. Mrs. Carter nearly spills her tea. They talk to Linda for 15 minutes, no yelling, just calm. And when they leave, she looks like she's aged a decade. Word spreads. They warned her about defamation and harassment. The neighbors, fed up, hire a lawyer to monitor her at HOA meetings. At the next one, Linda's still trying to play queen, but the lawyer's in the back, taking notes, and her voice cracks every time she glances his way. Her empire's crumbling, and she knows it. The final showdown comes on a Saturday morning. I'm dragging the trash bins out when a patrol car rolls up. Linda's out her door in seconds, pointing at us, screaming to the cops about dangerous imposters. Officer Mike's there, looking exhausted, with a rookie who's scribbling everything down. Linda's in full meltdown. They're feds. They're spying on us. Arrest them. Sarah hands over her ID again, and the rookie's eyes widen. This is legit, he says. Mike steps in, voice like steel. Linda, you're filing false reports, wasting our time, and now you're harassing them. Stop. But she doesn't. She charges up our driveway, grabbing for Sarah's arm like she's going to snatch the ID herself. Sarah sidesteps, smooth as ever, and Linda stumbles. Mike's on her in seconds, cuffs out, and before she can blink, she's in the back of the cruiser, yelling about conspiracies. The neighbors? They start clapping. Mrs. Carter's out there in her lawn chair, leading the cheer like it's the Super Bowl. The last HOA meeting is packed, standing room only. Linda, out on bail, sits at the front, clutching her gavel like it's her last lifeline. She's ranting about being a victim, reading affidavits about us missing barbecues or Sarah leaving early in a suspicious black car. The room's laughing before she's done. Someone yells, maybe she's got a job, Linda. Mike's there, in uniform, shutting down her interruptions. The vote's called, 57-5, she's out. Sarah stands, says, without you, Linda, this neighborhood might finally breathe. Linda storms out, vowing lawsuits, but 2 weeks later, a moving truck's at her house. She's gone boxes on the curb, her reign over. Now, Willow Creek's different. No more notes on mailboxes, no more fines for unauthorized cookouts. We're sitting on the patio one night, iced tea in hand, when Mrs. Carter shuffles over. You two saved us, she says. I shrug. We just existed. Linda did the rest herself. And that's the truth. She demanded an ID, got one, and it burned her whole world down. Sometimes I wonder where she is, probably terrorizing some new HOA with her clipboard. But here, we're free. And that feels better than any revenge. So what do you think? Was Linda just a control freak who snapped? Or was there something deeper driving her? Ever dealt with a neighbor like that? Drop a comment. Share your stories. I am reading every one.